All right. So, ready?
We're putting it right now.
Okay.
We
When
can do
you're
it.
ready, give me thumbs up and then I will let you start. But if you are all ready and your thumb is up, make sure your pencil's in your writing hand and your writing elbows on the table, just like we do in the classroom when we're waiting for a friend to finish up. Okay? I see my row that has Nico to Camilla is ready. And I see Jameson, are you ready, buddy? Yes or no? Okay.
Your computer's lagging so slow today.
My computer's lagging?
No, our computer.
Okay. Just keep me informed if I need to slow down or whatever, okay? Because it's been a crazy mess since yesterday with this whole Zoom thing. At the same time we lost class yesterday, so did kindergarten. Oh, Sleepyhead Aaron is waiting to come in. All right. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good.
Are you ready to take your quiz? Some of my friends are still highlighting and all of that. All right. Are you ready, Miss Lily? Nope, not yet. Okay.
Make this bigger.
Oh, Todd, do you have a question?
Yes. Do you know why I was so early to come in? Because I went out to Red Robin.
Oh, mercy. All righty. So we are ready now, right?
Nope.
Lily? No, you're still not ready?
Highlight. B.
Okay, I know we're all just we're good. We're good.
Is it? No, it's B, baby. It's B. Sorry about that. We are ready.
No problem. Okay, boys and girls, here we go. Ready, set, begin. Okay, time's up. Pencils down, papers to mom and dad's, please. All right. I have one friend that gets a little bit more time, so we're just gonna wait for that person, okay? Those of you who are ready, then the next thing you all want to do is to put your eyes up here on my board, because I'm gonna reduce this. And we are gonna move to, oh, let's see if it's up or not. Yep, there it is. Okay. I am going to move to our Fast Facts Friday, okay? I have to move this so that you can see it. If you can see it, thumbs up, or if I need to move it a little closer. Okay, so Fast Facts Friday. There are several facts here. 8 plus 9, 9 plus 10, 10 plus 11, 11 plus 12, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2. Now, it's not asking you to solve the problems. It's asking you, what do you notice about these facts? What's the pattern? And then what strategy helps you to compute those facts? So I'm gonna turn the timer on for a minute again, turn to a friend, which would probably be your parent at your house or a brother and sister, and see if you can figure out what the pattern is and what strategy helps you to compute those facts. Go for it. Remember, you don't have to solve them. You're just trying to figure out, first of all, what the pattern is, and second of all, what strategy have you learned here in the classroom that would help you solve those problems? Okay, time's up. So if you think you know what the pattern is, raise your hand and tell me what you think the pattern is, okay? Everybody else should have their listening ears on to see if the person is giving the correct answer. Gabby, what do you think that the pattern is?
If the top question above it answers has that number at the end, the next number is that number.
Okay. Anybody else have a different idea of what the pattern that you see is? Jameson.
Whatever the problem equals, the number always goes up 1.
Okay. What do you think it is, Nico?
2.
I'm not sure I understand your response. Brody? Brody?
In every number sentence, the numbers go up.
All right. Here's what we learned, and that I had hoped you would remember. Each one of these problems is a doubles plus 1 problem. Oh, Jameson's going, oh. Remember, doubles plus 1. All right, so here's my double. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 9 is 1 more. So 8 plus 9 would be what? Jameson?
17.
So when I look at any number sentence, that's the thing that I want to look for, to see if there's a double, okay, which in every one of these there is. And the number that you're adding to it is, so 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1 more, because 9 is 1 more than 8, would give us 17. Okay, 9 plus 9 is 18, and 1 more would be 19. 10 plus 10 is 20, and 1 more would be 21. 11 plus 11 is 22, and 1 more, because 12 is 1 more than 11, would give us 23, okay? 0 plus 0 is 0, and 1 more would give us 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 more would be 3, okay? Does everybody understand that now?
Yes.
Is it all coming back to you now?
Yes, Miss Moran.
Okay, all right, cool. So here's the deal. Today, we're gonna move away from measuring things and actually us drawing lines that we're gonna use a ruler for, okay? So you've gotten really good at taking an object, putting it down. Oh, let me, hold on a minute. You've gotten really good from the work that I looked at the other day of measuring items, all right? So now what we're going to do is to actually try to draw lines of a certain length with our ruler. And I want you to watch me the first couple of times, because it's really important when we're doing this that we are being accurate, that we are being exact, okay? And we'll talk about that in a little bit. So here's my card. In the directions for this morning, I said that I was going to pull cards and we were going to draw a line according to what the card said. So this card says draw a line that is 5 inches long. So I am going to, again, make sure that my ruler is on the inches side. And I'm going to put that ruler right on my dot. Okay, the edge of my ruler is on the edge of my dot. Okay, and I'm going to take my pencil. Now, I know that for me, here's what I know. They've asked me to draw a line that is 5 inches long. So since I know where they want me to stop, I'm going to find that 5 inches and I'm going to put a dot there so that I know that that's where I want to stop. And then I start at the edge of my ruler and I go till I hit that 5 inches. And there should be a 5-inch line, okay? And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna just double check that that is 5 inches, and it is. All right? Now, let's try Mrs. Moran modeling another one. This time, Alessandro, what are the directions that they want me to follow this time? Read the directions. Draw a line that is 7 inches long.
7 inches long.
All right, so again, I'm gonna line up my ruler inch size with the dot, okay? And this time, I know they want me to stop at 7. Let me scoot it over a bit. I know they want me to stop at 7. You don't have to do this. I just find it easier to do it. That's where they want me to stop. So I put my dot at 7 inches, and then I draw my line and then I pick it up and I make sure that I have drawn the line 7 inches long. All right, now here's what we're going to do. You don't have dots, you don't have my cards. So we're going to use that red margin behind the red margin. That red margin is going to be your dot. All right, so everybody, if you do not have your math notebook, I'm going to give you 2 shakes of the bunny's tail to grab your math notebook. If you don't have your math notebook, I'm going to give you 2 shakes of the bunny's tail to grab your math notebook. Sophia's got hers. She gave me a thumbs up. Brianna has hers. She gave me a thumbs up. You need to open it up too, Todd. Nico, you have yours, buddy? All right. So everybody's open to a clean page. And our next card says that, oh, let's start you off easy. You're going to draw a line that is 3 inches long. So put your ruler right up against the red margin. Now, not in front of the red margin, behind it, okay? So we're behind the red margin, and we want to draw a line that is 3 inches long. So I'm going to put a dot where the 3 is. You can do that as well if you want to. Right? And then starting at the beginning of your ruler, draw a line till you get to 3 inches. Everybody do it? Now, just to be sure, pick that ruler up, place it back down again, and make sure that your line is 3 inches long. Nico, did you draw a line? All right. Was everybody successful with 3 inches? If you were successful, thumbs up. Cool. Camilla, good job. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw another card. Ooh, this one says draw a line that is 9 inches. Boys and girls, that's going to be hard. Because put your ruler down. Even if we started on the other side of the margin, are we going to be able to do it that way? No, So here's the deal. Let's turn our notebook this way. Okay? And then we can put our ruler at the very bottom of the page next to that red margin and find the 9. Put our dot there. And then we can actually even draw right on that red line all the way till we get to 9 inches. Mia, were you able to do that?
No.
Okay, did you try? Turn your notebook so it's the other way, all right? Put your ruler down at the edge of the page where the red margin starts. Look at where the 9 is. Go ahead and put a dot there and then draw. Just like that, stop at the 9. Did it work that time? Jameson, were you able to do it? How about you, Alessandro? Miss Lily, did you have success? Cool. Brody, how'd you do? Good job. Nico, yes or no? Good job. Juliana? All right, you got it now, Mia? Cool. All right, let's see what our next card says. Our next card says that we are going to draw one that is 4 inches long. So let's go ahead and move our notebook back to the correct position that we are usually in. All right, and I'm going to put my ruler down, making sure that I'm on the inch side. All right, my ruler is down. I'm coming to where the 4 is and putting a dot. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back and draw my line till I get there. Okay. And as I recall, this top one was 3 inches. So that gives you an idea that from here to here is an inch. Okay. Because 4 inches is 1 more inch than 3 inches. Right, Juliana?
Yes.
Okay.
How many inches is it again?
I beg your pardon?
How many inches is it again?
That one is 4 inches. Go ahead and draw that one to 4 inches. All right. Now, the next one says 2 inches. Right? So again, I'm going to move to a different line. I'm going to line the edge of my ruler up with that red margin. I'm going to find the 2 on my ruler, put a dot there, and then draw a line from the red margin to the dot. And I should have 2 inches. Were you successful, Juliana, that time?
Yes.
Good job. That one we didn't have to draw very far for that one, did we? Okay, if you got that, thumbs up so I can see that you're okay. You don't have to wait. All right, let's try another one. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one. Let's see. No, I can't leave it because they're the last 2. Okay, guess what? We need to move our books this way again. Okay, we need to move our books this way again. Because the last 2 are long. And the one I don't even know that we're going to be able to do, but we'll see. All right, this one is 8 inches long. So go to the bottom of your page, the edge of your page down at the bottom, and we want this one to be 8 inches long. So I am going to put a dot where my 8 inches is on my ruler. All right, and then I'm going to draw a line from there, from the edge to the 8. Okay, then I'm going to put my ruler down again and double check myself that I'm accurate, that I have actually drawn a line that is 8 inches long, and I have. We are not going to be able to do the last one that they suggest because our notebook is longer than 10 inches long. But for kicks and giggles, we'll turn it around one more time. All right. And let's do one that is 5 inches long. Okay. So line your ruler up with that red margin. Find your 5, put a dot, and then draw that straight line. Whew. What do you notice about that line? It goes from the red margin on the left to what? If you've done it correctly, 5 inches measures from the red margin on the left to the what on the right? Can you see the red margin through the page? So if you've done it correctly, your 5 inches measures from the red margin on the left to the light red margin on the right-hand side. Now, Mrs. Moran made it very important that you were exact or accurate, okay, when you were measuring these lines. That's why we went back and double checked. We picked up our ruler, we put our ruler back down, and we checked our measurement. Why do you suppose it is important for us to be exact when we're measuring? Why do you think it's important for us to be exact when we're measuring? Anybody have any ideas? Well, Jameson, why do you think so?
Because you didn't get the right measurement.
Right, because if your mom asks you to measure your room for new carpet and you don't have the exact measurements, what could happen? Go ahead, Jameson.
You could get too big of a carpet or too small.
You could get too big of a carpet or you could get too small of a carpet, and probably too small would be a lot worse than too big. Suppose your mom it's time for school to start and either your shorts are too long or your skirt is too long, and your mom takes your shorts or your skirt to the seamstress to have it taken up. If the measurements are not exact and she cuts off too much of the fabric, ooh, your shorts are going to be too short or your skirt's going to be too short. That won't be good, will it? Okay, so it's important that when we are measuring, that our measurements are exact. Okay, and again, I'm hoping that we are being successful with this. What I saw you do in your work this week, you were accurate and successful. Okay. I also will be passing on to Miss Randlaw that this is a skill that we didn't do together. So that this is maybe something that we're going to have to work a little bit more with when you come back to school in the fall in second grade, okay? But if this is one of those things that you can practice over the summer when it's raining and you're bored, okay? Pull out your ruler. Go ahead and practice drawing a couple of lines. This afternoon, today, when we're finished, there is a handout that's exactly what you are going to do. There's going to be a figure on the paper, and you're going to draw a line from that figure to the length that it asks you to do it, okay? Good job. All right. Remember, we are only measuring in inches, not in centimeters, all right? Now, there's one other thing that I want to talk about that in checking your work the other day, and I'm going to need, all right. There was a problem that looked something like this. 8 plus 5 equals some number, okay? And you brought down the 8, and then you were supposed to break this number or decompose that number apart. So you think to yourself, what are partners for 5? Because you're looking for a 10 to add, all right? So the partners for 5 would be 2 and 3. Now I'm going to take these 2 because they are a 10, and then add the 3 to it. That gives me the 13. Many of you are forgetting to look for that opportunity to create a 10. So when you are adding 3 numbers,
Mama,
please look for an opportunity.
hay un problema.
Please look for an opportunity to find a 10 because
I'm not muted.
it will make it a lot easier for you.
No, Mama.
It will make it a lot easier for you to solve the problem. Okay? So everyone go ahead and please try to remember that as you come across more of those types. First grade, Mrs. Moran is talking, so whoever has themselves unmuted, please mute yourself because the other boys and girls are trying to listen to Mrs. Moran. Okay, so please, 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 when you come across those problems where there are 3, where there's 2 add-ins, okay, look to see if you can break one number apart so that you can find partners for 10, add that first, and then add the other number, okay? Then you won't have to use these or your toes, because come next year, if you don't get these facts down pat, you're gonna have to be taking off your shoes and socks to solve problems because you're gonna run out of fingers, all right? On Monday, we are starting our partners for 10. So make sure when you come to class that you have your circle mat and 10 manipulatives, okay? Everybody got that? Circle mat, 10 manipulatives. If somewhere along the line you've lost your circle mat, have mom or dad dojo me so I can send you another circle mat, okay? Now, before we end our math class, I want to let everybody know that Nico has successfully mastered his beginning addition facts in less than 3 seconds. So let's give Nico thumbs up, yay. And when I was in there looking to see if anybody else had earned a certificate, I saw that I have quite a few friends. I have one friend that has not been on extra math at all this week. That's not acceptable. Okay, that's not acceptable. Extra math is your homework every night. I have a couple of friends who have hit it. Most of you have done it every night the way you're supposed to, but I have one friend that has not done it once this week, and I have a couple of people who are hit and miss. Okay, it's very, very important, especially since we're not together. Okay, and you're not having those opportunities with the centers that we do to reinforce and practice those facts. It's very, very important, boys and girls, if you're going to be successful next year, that you're on that extra math and practicing your facts every night. Okay? All right, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer on a Friday, especially, but it's really, really, really important. Okay? All right, so you're going to go just in case if moms and dads are in earshot. If they're not, you will have to pass them on. For some reason, there are 2 postings in the English language arts box. Do not worry if it says you're to take a Tex McGraw quiz, because you are not to take a Tex McGraw quiz. There's no Tex McGraw quiz today, okay? Everything else that's listed in there you need to do, but there is no Tex McGraw quiz today, all right? Very good. So your job in English language arts today, I believe, is to do page 67 in your Word workbook, to go to Spelling City and to take today's spelling test, and then to get to Super Kids Online Fun and take the unit test for the progress tests for Unit 12. All right? And then I'll see you back here at 11:30 for religion, except for my one friend who has speech. And Jameson will make sure that I record that lesson. Correct, Jameson? Okay. Yes, Nico.
Miss Moran, good morning. What is it that the mat you were talking about, the round mat,
The circle mat.
circle mat?
Okay, I sent it before you. If you didn't print it off or you've lost it, just let me know and I will send you another one. Juliana, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Is today a half day?
Today, after we have religion, it will be just like Mrs. Sherrard has asked us to do on Fridays, Power Down Day. You'll find in the religion box the scavenger hunt that I have planned for today for family time. Okay? Yes, Alessandro.
What about my card?
What card?
In my mom's letter.
Honey, when did I tell you we were going to read your letter? You asked me this question yesterday, and when did I say we were going to read it? Who was Sailor of the Week last week? Raise your hand. If you were Sailor of, Brianna, when did I read your dad's letter and your mom's letter? On Friday at religion time, right?
Friday.
Yes, and that's when I told you yesterday, Alessandro, I would read it at the end of religion, and that's this afternoon, okay? All right, the rest of you, adios, amigas, and I will see you at 11:30.
Bye, Miss Moran.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.